Alan, Wasalan, you with the nasty pastor, and I'm back with another read from out of Ramses, Volume 1, Series 1, The Son of Light. You feel me? The Son of Light. Now, you know, that title is very, you know, how to say this, it can have a double meaning. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, I know me, I was walking in darkness. You get what I'm saying? And I moved into the light. You know, my understanding and my wisdom out of the scriptures, out of the scrolls, you know, the things I was doing, that what people of darkness do. That what people of Satan, of the devil, of being a minion to evil does. So so it's depicted to me, you got what I'm saying, that this man did worship the devil. You know, I don't see no proof that Amun Ra was the demiurge. I don't see no proof in that. You know, I broke down the word. I've been understood that we read right to left. So when you say Ra or you say Ray, Ray means sun, S-U-N. Amun mean God. You get what I'm saying? So if we're reading it left to right, then Amun Ra is my godson, which means that I'm your elder. You understand me? I'm your elder. Now, if we're going to read it right to left, it says Son God. You get me? Son God. Now, when you think about an entity landing upon this rock and asking for companions, what do you think he becomes? He becomes the guide. He becomes the chief. He becomes the all knowledgeable that inhabits this planet. You get what I'm saying? So it's easy to manipulate you into believing. You get what I'm saying? Anything. You know, I really do believe and really stand in that we were stripped of all knowledge when we fell here on this rock. You get what I'm saying? I do. I really do. You know, I really believe that the demiurge firstborn, which is Satan, which is Amun Ra, had wasn't stripped of knowledge. You get what I'm saying? I do believe that because there's a lesson to be learned. There's a lesson to be taught on both ends if you really get into your scriptures. Because as Satan says, as Amun Ray says, these monkeys will never obey you. When we didn't have free will, we had no choice but to obey, right? But you give us free will, we will show ourselves, right? Right? Cool. Look, you with the nasty pastor. Like I said, I'm back with another chapter reading from The Son of Light, Ramses, Volume 1, Series 1. Let's dive into this chapter, and if I'm correct, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, you know, I do a whole lot of reading, so I lose where I'm at, and I don't do a lot of preparing for this. You got what? I just don't. You feel me? I don't feel that it takes a lot to read and process. I just don't. You got what I'm saying? I've been reading all my life. I've been reading since I was a kid, and I have enough common sense to understand what I'm reading. And if I don't have the knowledge to understand what I'm reading, then I'm going to go into the dictionary. I'm going to look up, I'm going to Google some things. You feel me? But enough with this intro. Let's dive in. You must wear clean linen and spotless sandals. Keep your eyes on your papyrus and your nose to the grindstone. You must steady your hand and curb your tongue. Now we know that papyrus, you know what I mean? I don't wanna jet past that because I'm getting ready to get into the papyrus of Annie. And maybe it might be viewing doing this reading right here, or it may be a month, a week or so after this particular read. But you know, the papyrus is more like a blueprint. You know, so um, how you walk in this life and how you do things. You know, how you treat people. So it says, keep your eyes on the papyrus and your nose to the grindstone. You get me? You must steady your hand and curb your tongue. When your head aches from studying, study some more. Obey your superiors and strive to improve in all ways. If you wish to serve mankind, do not shrink from discipline. You get this when you look. If you wish to serve mankind, do not shrink from discipline. You get me? See, people want you to be so disciplined, so how to say this, so articulate, so respectful to those that don't respect you. You get me? To really have a hand in controlling your destiny. And when they feel that you're gonna back down from some things, you know, that's when the control has taken place in your life. You get what I'm saying? Speak your mind. Please speak your mind, but learn how to, like what is just said right here, curb your tongue. You get what I'm saying? So basically what I'm saying is, you know, think about what you're saying before you say it, but don't be nobody's puppet. No one's puppet. You feel what I'm saying? You have a way of looking at life like I have a way of looking at life. Whether we agree on everything 100% or we agree on something 1% is enough for me. You get what I'm saying? That's enough for me. I'm not going to agree with everything you said because we don't have the same background. We did not walk the same life, you know, as most people. Your life ain't my life ain't yours. You have not been through what I've been through. So if you have not been through what I've been through, don't tell me about my struggle. Don't tell me why this is this and this is that. There are things that move in the world that will block you every day. There are things that move in the world that whom we pray to will allow them to block you because of the simple fact you're not ready and you don't know how to maintain what you're asking for. Let's dive back in. All right, where was we at? Where was we at? There we go. A monkey can follow commands. You get it? Do you get? I'm gonna go back. If you wish to serve mankind, do not shrink from discipline. A monkey can follow commands. Now, Satan told whom we pray to, these monkeys will never obey you. A lion can learn to do tricks, but a lazy young scribe is hopeless. The only cure is the rod. He said with a flourish, have at it, gentlemen. Each candidate was given a sycamore pallet, thinly coated with plaster. A cavity in the center held the sharpened reeds serving as their pens. They moistened the two cakes of ink, one black, one red, and every man invoked the great sage Imhotep, patron of scribes, spilling a few drops of ink in his memory. For several hours, they had to copy inscriptions, answer grammar and vocabulary questions, solve mathematics and geometry problems, compose a sample letter, and copy out the classics. Several gave up altogether. Others lost their concentration. Then came the ultimate test in the form of riddles. The fourth and final one had Ramses stumped. How does the scribes transform death into life? That was beyond the wisest scholar. His mind was blank, missing this one on top of potential lost points for minor errors would eliminate him. He thought and thought but saw no solution. Now let's back this up right here where it says, you know what I mean, how does the scribe transform death into life? That's something that the demiurge does for you. That's something the demiurge rewards you for your past life on this rock. That's something the demiurge gives you in a time and place that the demiurge needs you, your soul, your wisdom back on this rock to move some things. You get me? We're pawns on a chessboard. You get me? Yeah, we're pawns on a chessboard. And we are moving in people's lives, and people are moving in our lives. They are detouring us. They are there to destroy us. They are there to help us be successful. They are there to share their wisdom with us. And it's for you to have patience, understanding, to figure who can really help you and give you the help you need and who is there to just destroy you. He might not become a royal scribe, but he would not stop trying to save Amenad. They could go deep in the desert with Sitar and his snakes. The constant threat of death was preferable to a life without freedom. Out in the courtyard, a baboon scurried down a palm tree and under the awnings, leaping onto Ramses' shoulders before the proctors in time to intervene. The prince sat quietly as the baboon seemed to whisper a few words in his ear, then disappeared the same way it had come. For a few brief seconds, the prince and the sacred animal of the god Thoth, creator of the hieroglyphics, had merged into a single being. The human hand was guided by the animal spirit. Let me check something right quick. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna end this reading right here. You got what I'm saying? We're gonna end this part of this reading right here. And you know, once again, I just say this, you know what I mean? Use your brain. You got one. Use it. You know, I think I'm gonna always give you an understanding of drugs, and I'm gonna always beat you down about drugs because drugs is the number one issue in the black community. You got what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, it's the number one killer in every community because what I witnessed yesterday is two white people arguing. And what they was arguing about was money. And like this woman was telling this man, you owe everybody. You even owe me. You get what I'm saying? That's what drugs do to you. You get it? Whatever your drug of choice is, your vice of choice is, that's what it does to you. It puts you in debt. It puts you in places in a time of ignorance, if that would be the right word to use. You got what I'm saying? It makes you ignorant. It dulls your brain. It kills your thinking process. You get what I'm saying? It kills all of that. All of it. So I say once again, you know what I mean? You know, if you can't function, the first step is to realize you can't function. Once you realize you can't function, you get me? Seek you some help. Seek you some help. Look, like I said, you know what I mean? This has been a chapter read from out of Ramses, Volume 1, Series 1, The Son of Light. And what we did just learn, you know what I mean, is that Ramses is very knowledgeable, very understandable, very nurtured being groomed to rule. You get what I'm saying? From what I see, giving them all the great pointers, all the great pointers. You must know how to speak and talk and treat mankind for mankind to want to listen, to want to follow, to want to back you. You get what I'm saying? You do. You really do. But I say this to you once again. Don't ever be nobody's puppet. Because that's the day that everything in your life will be taken from you minute by minute, second by second. And the day that you go to speak up, no one is going to fight with you, for you. You get me? No one is going to do it. I'm out, and I love you. You've been with the nasty pastor.